What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Real Talk Rants, mine and Raz's weekly podcast. I say weekly, we'll get into it as the episode goes on. But yeah, where we literally sit down, talk about life, shit that's pissed us off, and shit we found interesting for over the past week or so for about an hour, and you guys seem to be enjoying it because the view counts, comments, support, all of that shit is absolutely incredible on this series so far. So this is episode 4. And let's dive straight into it.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Right. First of all, hello again.
Oh, yeah, shit. I just didn't introduce you. Just forgot about you.
Yeah, but it's been it's been 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
It would have been.
Holy shit! These 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's been
a lot has happened.
It's been a mess of 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be a long one, guys. That's all I'm saying.
We'll try to condense it for the sake of my PC's processing
The first thing
power.
we're going to talk about, as it's probably quite well, we're uploading this to YouTube, so hence the whole YouTube getting $700 million of ads pulled because of Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. So if
it's not like 100% Wall Street Journal, but it's like 90% Wall Street Journal and 10% that ad companies want to choose what videos they place ads on, which is stupid because it would take so long.
No, obviously
for that to happen.
not as long as people are expecting, because if they've already taken like $700 million worth off in the space of what, a week.
So say if you upload a video,
yeah,
but Ford want to put an ad on that video, you're gonna have to wait for Ford to watch the video. You know what I mean? So there's going to be like an upload process.
Yeah.
Or which will never work. That won't work. But yeah, Wall Street Journal, you know more about this than I do. Holy shit.
So, yeah, I came across a H3 video the other day. If you guys don't know who H3 is, you've been living under a rock for the past, 3 years, then sort your life out and go look at his channel. He's become a bit of a white knight in terms of YouTube and the drama surrounding it and everything that's happened with PewDiePie, etc. Everything based around negativity towards YouTube and the community that's been sparked on YouTube. But in terms of this story specifically, he saw that the Wall Street Journal were posting publications of ads being placed on videos that should be restricted or can be considered racist or offensive and things like that, which is all part and parcel of why the majority of these brands and companies have taken their ads off of the site. It also turns out that a day later, H3 was able to provide evidence for the fact that the Wall Street Journal, in their publications, have been using fake screenshots to show ads on these videos that could be deemed offensive, racist, or should be restricted, so therefore shouldn't really come with any monetary value. He talked to the guy who uploaded the said video that was used in the publication. The guy who uploaded the video showed him how long the video was monetized for, and it turns out that at the time the screenshot was supposedly taken, that the video hadn't been monetized for about 2 years or so. So what the Wall Street Journal had done, or this publisher for the Wall Street Journal specifically had done, was doctored an image to make YouTube look bad and to work towards these companies taking further ads off of these videos, and therefore causing people to lose money, causing YouTube to have a negative portrayal as it has done for the past few months with the Wall Street Journal, and essentially the battle just continues. The Wall Street Journal seem to have this impression that they are an impenetrable force, despite how large YouTube has become and how mainstream it has become as a platform, and all the support that has been garnered for YouTube over the years. What it showed with PewDiePie was that the YouTube community and uploaders and content creators are perfectly down to support each other if some bullshit like this is happening.
I mean, he single-handedly took down everything they said.
Yeah.
And all they done was just give him 3 mil subs.
Yeah.
And more money.
Yeah, that's
because no one believed it after they found out the truth.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The Wall Street Journal is turning into an absolute joke of a publication.
For a brand or a company that is known to be is highly rated, and it's like very serious company.
Yeah, it's a pretty prestigious publication. It has been for
and
many years.
they're literally acting like just like complex or something. Like they're acting like crazy.
Yeah. They seem to have
And
some
it's
sort
like-
of vendetta against YouTube though, which is just very
But-
weird to me.
The thing that I don't think they understand, like, are they children? Because they're gonna get sued for this.
Oh yeah, easily.
Like, I hope they understand that YouTube aren't gonna just be like, oh, we just lost $7 million,
They seem to get
$700 million. Who cares? Like, no, YouTube will sue you, and there's proof that you faked it. So, and the thing is, it's like, even if they didn't have the proof that H3H3 provided, it's all on their servers.
yeah.
It's not like anything's hidden. He will find out that you're lying.
Yeah.
Like, I do not understand this company and what they are doing. Like, what are they trying to achieve?
The worst part about it all though is that it's not
Mhm.
like they're just battling YouTube, they're battling Google.
Which is the most stupid thing I've ever seen.
Exactly.
Google.
Google is like literally top
can guarantee
3,
you,
top 5 brands in the
of
world.
the people that go to their website use Google to get to their website, right? So, like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's like Google is what, a top 3, top 5 brand in the world, and they seem under the impression that they can
Basically,
go up
I
against
think
them and somehow
I can't
win,
remember if it's
as if
PewDiePie
it's
who
going to
once
work.
said this,
It makes
or
no
HGHG,
sense to me. And the
but
Wall Street Journal
they
are
are
literally
not getting any money
crumbling
anymore,
themselves
so they are
by
trying
doing this dumb
anything
shit.
to get people to subscribe to their site.
Yeah.
So
They're essentially clickbaiting, which
Yeah, no, they
is
are,
something
they
that
are.
stemmed from YouTube, funnily enough.
but they're going to lose more money because now they're going to be sued by Google.
Yeah,
Oh my god, this is insane.
it is actually a joke. Like, it makes
Yeah.
no sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought I'd bring it up to exemplify the fact that the Wall Street Journal are fucked. And they are fucking themselves. There's no two ways about it. They literally don't seem to know what they're
That
doing.
used to talk about the stock market and things like that, right?
All the stocks, in terms of like, there's still Wall Street in New York, which is where the New York Stock Exchange is, and the majority of the global
but
stock exchanges
They're not
actually.
just like a. They're not just like a shit talking company.
No,
What are they? Like any of their demographic gives a shit.
yeah, like most of their demographic probably aren't even aware of YouTube being a mainstream thing now. It
No.
genuinely baffles me.
It is insane how they can feel like they can just I don't know, because no company would do this because it's literal slander. It's insane.
But this is the
Right,
world
then.
we now live in. Yeah, I was just
Mhm.
messing around my mic. This is the world we now live in. Yeah, there's all the weird clicks on the soundbar. That was my bad.
Mhm.
But anyway, this is the world we're now living in. This is just the beginning of how crazy the past few weeks have been. And
Mhm.
literally, I feel like this is just going to be the start. The Wall Street Journal are going to carry on digging themselves into this massive hole that they won't be able to get out of. And they're literally just going to be fucking themselves over. We'll see how the rest of 2017 goes for them, because the first 3 months have been an absolute shambles. I think what they have to do in order to survive, or even make a brief attempt at survival as a brand, is just leave YouTube alone. Stop focusing on it, get away from it, and stop ruining your own brand name and company by focusing on it. It's actually retarded. Like, they're just delusional if they think they're going to get anywhere with it. And I don't understand why they've done so much already. But yeah, anyway, that's my rant over.
That's the first part of fuckery that is this week. Well, these weeks.
Yeah.
2017. If you thought 2016 was bad, oh god, will you wait till 2017 so far?
It's like a quarter of the way through and it's already a mess.
So we're gonna go to an upside.
Yeah.
Drake's album.
Mm.
Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I have.
What did you think?
I didn't mind it. It was
It's
okay.
alright.
I'm not.
He did say it's not an album, it's a playlist.
Like, I've never really been a massive Drake fan anyway. I listen to his music. 'Cause
I
I'm a
like
fan
what
of
he's
that
doing
music.
with the UK artists, though. I like that he's bringing a lot of the UK talent.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's bringing the best of the UK talent at the moment in the scene, but, you know, he's bringing the bigger names, I guess.
Yeah. He's working
I
with
would
people
love-
he likes working with and mixing genres of music that have never really
Mm-hmm.
mixed before.
I would have liked for him to maybe put some of the more talented UK artists on.
Yeah.
But he did hint, and in an interview with Dave, he also hinted that in Drake's next actual album, he's going to be on it, because they've collabed in a song before.
Yeah.
So I feel like Dave would be a very, very nice. He suits Drake's style a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of that sort of music, which will probably help the UK scene, granted, fans of America, because they've been ridiculous.
Yeah, they've just been
at
roasting British artists.
Roasting Britain, like when
Yeah.
it's like they've been tweeting like when British people say they have a skeng and it's like an old-fashioned shooting rifle. It's just things like that, and it's like the thing is with America, right? If they actually understood the culture and then re-listened to the songs, they would understand what's going on.
Yeah.
But they just expect us to understand the culture of the artist or the music and listen to it. Because if we call them mumble rappers shit, boy, oh my god. The thing that I don't understand is, right, like I get it, like mumble rappers have very good beats.
Yeah.
On their tracks, and it's good club songs. It's very good club music. But my god, I would rather kill myself than listen to that all day long.
Let me just bring up a fair point in one word. Designer.
Oh my god.
They spent all this time. They've literally spent all this time mocking British artists who come from a culture that started off underground and they built up on their own. It's not based off anything else. It doesn't work with anything else, or it didn't work with anything else prior to Drake's album. It was literally just them. They did their thing. It was their own scene, and they didn't bother anyone with it. And
it's also, I think, the hardest scene for other artists to get into, because the BPM is so high.
Yeah.
A lot of artists can't do that sort of style.
Yeah.
So it's like they talk shit, and it's like if you actually understand what like people like Avelino, Wretch 32, Gets, Dave, AJ Tracy, and all that are actually saying, like they say some deep shit.
Yeah.
Some of them.
They all come
like,
with a voice. Wretch's latest album, despite it not being
God.
his best, was incredible in terms of its lyricism. Hands down.
And him and Avelino are one of the best. I don't think there will be a lyrical duo like that for a long time in just rap in general.
Yeah.
Because, wow.
But you could tell that just from the Fire in the Booth alone. Like that Fire in the Booth blew my mind. And I've listened to it so many times since.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible every time I listen to it. Because those two have some sort of weird chemistry. Wretch has taken Avelino under his wing a bit. They work together really well. The album was okay. It could have been better, but lyrically it was incredible in terms of what other grime artists have done and released in like recent years anyway.
Oh, and on the subject of grime, what is going on with Skepta right now?
Literally don't even know.
Did you see his Brit Award video?
No.
He starts like singing, like full on. Like going, hold up. I'll send you it and I'll talk while you watch it. Hold up.
Right, okay.
But
yeah,
like,
I'll mute my mic while I listen.
He hold up. Literally.
Did he perform Shut Down?
Yeah.
Alright. No, I found a link. I'll watch it now.
Just watch the ending. Literally the last I'll tell you when. Go to 2 minutes 47 and watch it for now.
I'll get back to you guys in a second then.
So, Stormzy's album that came out at the beginning of the year just hit gold, and if a lot of people don't know, he has no record label, and even Ed Sheeran himself said that is ridiculous. And to be fair, for an artist of grime, even though he's one of the bigger names, to go gold with no record label, just yourself, is ridiculous. And I feel like in Drake's next album, if he's going to put some UK artists on, he really needs to consider Stormzy in the whole thing. I think Kendrick's new song, Dylan will talk about in a minute, I've listened to it. I am not the biggest fan of Ken. I like his music. I like what he does. Dylan is a lot bigger fan than I am. But I do think overall, this year of music's not been bad. It's actually been a very good year of music.
That was very random.
Did you see what I'm on about?
That was very random.
Now, what's going on with that man?
He just randomly busted out a note. That's the Drake influence on him.
the who?
Yeah. Drake's influenced him.
Yeah, but it's not good.
It's not him. I mean,
No.
let him carry on doing his thing. He's made a name for himself already. He doesn't have to worry about his name. He's alright.
I touched on the Kendrick thing. Do you want to talk about Kendrick?
Oh yeah, let's fucking talk about King Kendrick. The boy's back. The stuff he's released over the past few weeks has been insane. I rate The Heart IV over Humble. Humble was an incredible track. Amazing video. The best video so far this year for a track that has been released. But The Heart IV. Whew! He wrote, recorded, edited, mixed, mastered, and released The Heart IV in 2 days.
Shut up.
2 days. Who does stuff like that?
Grime artists when they're in beef.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's actually
it is.
insane for a track like that as well. That obviously has a massive, massive story in it, and it's something that he had been thinking about dropping for a ridiculously long time. To release something that good over a 2-day span is a joke. The only reason we know it was like all of that effort had been put into it over 2 days was because there was something he referenced in the actual track itself that only happened within 48 hours of the track being released. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I did like retweet it or something, if I remember correctly. But when I found that, I already thought the track was banging. But when I found that out, I was like, this dude is literally another level. Like, no one in, like, personally, in my opinion, Kendrick is like the king of the rap game in terms of America. The guy is a joke. The guy is a myth, a legend, and I have no words. It just makes no sense to me. How I don't understand how you can be that good at what you do. Guy's a poet. He's a wordsmith. He is. It's the year of King Kendrick. I cannot wait for him to drop a new album. Cannot wait. Oh man, I'm so excited for it.
Going from happy, we're gonna go to some deep shit now. Like, it's pretty deep, right? We're gonna talk about the news.
Ah yes.
Something that pissed me off a lot. Now, we obviously have more information on what happened in London prior to when it pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it was, well, ISIS claimed it was a terrorist attack, so I'm going to go forward and say it was a terrorist attack. But the act that the news do is they literally are putting terror into the nation by calling it a terror attack purely because of the skin colour of the man.
Yeah.
Like, the man didn't say it was a terror attack. If it was a white man, it would have been just a crazy attack.
Yeah.
But until it's said that it is a terror attack, you can't call it that, because the news will, and they always will, about everything that ever happens anywhere. They will always stereotype people based on skin color and race, skin color and religion. But then, so they bring all this light to the UK, and everything's UK this. And did you see the picture that was tweeted where the Muslim woman's walking past the person on the floor?
Yeah.
And
there was
everyone's like,
about it.
And another thing and it's all over the news, in the papers, and it's like another thing that makes people racist, just like the news is. And it's like, can't we just get along? Like, the people not understand, right? Like, in America, not every Christian person, or like, I don't know if it's just Christian kids that shoot up schools, but you know what I mean. Like, not every people don't go, oh, watch out, he's a Christian. Like, it's an extremist. Like, the people don't understand. You're not, like, the Muslim culture, or like Muslims in general, their religion is based on peace.
Yeah, the entire thing.
Their whole religion is based on peace.
Yeah.
So how can you call someone a Muslim terrorist? That does not work in my mind, because you're not Muslim.
Do you know what baffled me about the entire thing? You're talking about it being like the news specifically. One tweet that I saw as all of this was going down, they'd finally got a picture of the suspect. He was laid down after being shot or whatever. The quote said he had an Islamic beard. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How can facial hair be religion? How can your facial hair garner what religion you are? It literally baffles me.
It despite more racism into the country.
Yeah, for whatever reason, people are under the impression, leaders, media, they're all under the impression that hate garners more, or hate garners peace. Whereas it really garners more hate. People are going to get more angry the more hate you put out there, and that's literally all anyone was attempting to do the entire day. The whole time that was going down, all I saw on my Facebook was people being racist. There was a thing about whether immigrants should be deported after the attack, and it was one of those things where you have the reaction. So like the love heart would say yes, and like the angry face would say no. The ratio on that was ridiculous. Actually ridiculous, and I was sat there just like, how can people be this narrow-minded and deluded about something like this? It makes no sense. Actually baffles me.
Every Muslim person I know is the nicest person.
Yeah, I've never had any issues with any of, and I went to school somewhere where the majority of the population is Asian. There's a lot of Muslims in that region of like London, and I had no issues with any of them. I was never had any racial issues with them, never had any religious issues with them.